Another night without you here, I bleed that venerable script of light, the sky, and wonder if we tumbled through its void too early or too late. Perhaps on time, as wounded beasts, receptacles of love and pain, or lonely gods expelled from home, enjoying their repose of imminence. For what is heaven but a pointillist dream of stars, an infinite fountain of fire in which to dip this pen, to let my joy and sorrow sing across this great divide between us like a canvas never touched? The world still claims our secrets as its own, my dear, foreshadowing without intent. A splendid morning sun will come and leave its map of futile streaks, pangs of desire inside our bedroom window as our loins turn numb with tears, grieving in lunar tides. The moon will veil its blooming labium of gold with night's grainy and ragged robe above a mountainside green as absinthe. Such an involuntary slant would seem fantastical at any other time but ours. When I die, bury me with coins over my eyes, so you do not go blind like Lady Shen, like yellow chrysanthemums dribbling love honey. Let my shadow outshine its face and cast its nether wind through porous clouds, then call Persephone and tell her daddy's coming home. Ignite, ink vomit on the day as if your voice unleashed a requiem of crows on Times Square's neon inferno, aluminum river, think Acherontic undertow, and yes, the Statue of Lamentations. Sugar and Cyanide, Act 1, Sky Queen, enwrapped in black, licking my heart of ice until it melts before our lips conjoin in Act 2, where, hoping for no third, I return to Earth a luminarium, a corpse in rigor vitis as I roam the city limits, high, perfumed in sweat. Cut! Us, in prison, running out of scenes while listening to cicadas pining outside a barred window, to girls and boys tantruming on the floor, trochees of time unfurling to a chorus of questions no one can answer. Hoshizukyo, that this film is subtitle-free, foreign and raw, makes of its actors a poesy. Supposing we are nothing more than pride and dust, human microbiota, voiceless glimmers, like animated still lifes. To seal the space between your breast and tongue, I wrote you, via airmail, and I quote, "Baby, we've always known that heaven lends more than it gives, that it is but a dream of death's delicious thrashing in this life, which we mistake for nature's noisomeness. So how can you live with the sacrifice of my floundering heart, its fiery hum, upon your flawless cutting board of stone, releasing an ocean of animus? The world, emptied of its cacophony, still needs a maestro and a choir to play its symphony, to brave the void. Tonight, outside my window, hail screams like stars to the pavement. In Elysium, this beautiful and fucked up world, we know the song of silence, crying astroglyphs. Follow the labyrinth of your heart. Find me at the center of its perfect design. Let my body be your personal Foy, devouring this pulsing, boundless light. Envision a creature, slave to the sun and moon, inside a cathedral of gold, your wound to offer praise on Mirabilis. The sweetest poison a man ever knows, in the eyes of his paramour, the nimbus lids."
The unofficial Bad Films Festival after party. And there is an epigraph. Love should not be written in stone, but in water, by Catullus. Beneath a no-smoking sign sat I, smoking a joint, when you stepped out the bar, putting your pockets as if you hadn't been touched in years. I offered you a light and my coat as a shield against the wind. Your hair smelled of lavender and menthol. Shame You took a drag, the deepest I'd ever seen, and grinned, a red sickle glistening in the night. Your eyes dismembered me. I could feel a part of myself drifting along your current, drowning in its riverbed. The other parts reconvened to form a chorus of irreverent Marias as you opened your mouth, and a drunk driver tried parallel parking but failed, setting off a refrain of car alarms, all of which beeped in sync as if acquiescing to some unknown pulse. The silence swaggered on, and no, I don't think I heard a word you said after, "Got any more of that?" Because English is less expressive than body language, the petroglyphs of skeletons. The funny part is that I'm serious. Perhaps it was the alcohol or weed inside our bodies, a song that needed to be written down, or the dance we shared by the jukebox, a mere audition for the real thing. But if not, then I can say in earnest, it was more than pheromones and a roseate dawn, more than in flagrante delicto, two bodies, sun and moon, swapping places, painting a picture so ugly it could be mistaken for an avant-garde masterpiece. Call it love, until the silence churned secrets, the ordinary not enough, envy wedging between us like a remote in the sofa. You became a cat lady's flashback, stilled in the present, and I just wanted to be cast in another movie, something less dramatic, a rom-com, if the gods were so inclined, though as you loved to say, beggars can't be choosers, only chasers of sympathy's backwash. My inner bum, I guess, was drunk on your firewater, unholy ghost, speaking of which I heard that yours still haunts the same downtown dive, except now it reeks of sulfur and regret. I hope you find some peace. When I smoke, I pray that we meet between the afterlife and before death, until spotting a lipstick-stained butt on the sidewalk carried by the wind, which has a mind of its own, and faced with no other choice, I let go. Please understand that if I give anything, like Narcissus, to share a ripple into those sky blue eyes again. Let's hear it for Peter.